Yeah, I wanted to start by saying that I'm slightly offended by our friend who was on house arrest in Kensington. I think he misrepresents the community of Kensington. A lot of them are actually in jail as well. So anyway, I just thought I'd let you guys know about that. So I should start by saying that one of my good friends offered me $500 tonight to completely bomb. So if that happens, you'll understand why. So there's a lot of talk going on about which one is better, cats or dogs. I know it's been a lot of the topic of conversation amongst a lot of my friends, and I have some good news. I figured it out. It's interesting. I mean, guys are always like, dogs are better because they protect the home and they work for you, and girls are always like, why am I single? And so anyway, so I've figured it out completely. I did a lot of research, and I hate to burden you guys with the truth here, but it turns out that cats are actually better. Yes. Yay! So now you know how many vegans are in the room. So anyway, and here's actually why. I discovered that cats are better, and I actually learned why. And it's because when cats die, it isn't sad at all. Because you can just fucking replace them with the next one. No, I actually, I just bought a dog recently, and I was reading things that dogs are not supposed to eat, right? So I was going down the list, and broccoli was the first one. I was like, okay, so what's going on with broccoli? That gives them diarrhea, so that's fine. Okay, so we won't give them broccoli. Also, tobacco was on there, which was pretty fucking obvious. But then mixed nuts was on there, and apparently that makes them throw up a little bit. So, but one thing that was interesting, something that did not make the list, human shit. And here's the story about why I thought that was interesting. I was locked out of my house a couple weeks after I bought my dog, and decided to take a shit in my backyard, kind of late at night. So anyway, so I take a shit in the backyard, and I got to clean it up in the morning, right? So then I go out to clean it up, and my shit is missing. And I was like, holy shit, where is that? So anyway, then, my dog smelled like my shit, so I was like, oh, that's pretty obvious, I guess he must have eaten that. So then, so I called I had to call my vet and ask him, like, hey man, like, is my dog ate some shit, is that bad for him? And he was like, well, so they had this long pause, and I was like, oh man, he's gonna give me a lecture here about doing that. And then he was like, well, by any chance, were there any mixed nuts in your shit? And I was like, oh, no, I don't think so. And he's like, okay, well, yeah, then I think it actually should be totally fine. So I was like, all right, well, that's kind of interesting. So shit's cool, but... So anyway, also, something that's been troubling me lately, I've been blacking out a lot lately. I don't know if you guys have ever struggled with that. For those of you who don't know, blacking out is when you drink way too much and then have sex with a lot of black girls. And I never knew what it used to mean, and my friends were always like, dude, you totally blacked out last night, and I would always be like, yeah, fuck yeah, dude, I'm awesome and shit, and then, so I learned what it meant, and the good thing about learning what it means to black out is it finally makes sense about why your girlfriends get so pissed off. Anyway, folks, I'm almost out of time, but I wanted to leave you with one last thought, and that is I'm out. $500. Thanks. Appreciate it.